Exo.
Boss.
Charlie, you be big man. You see, it be today where boys no. You know, the Indomie generation.
Yeah, no. There's time for everything.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you so
Welcome
much.
to the studio.
Thanks for having me.
Now, tell me about yourself. Who is EX DOE?
Yeah, basically EX DOE is a musician in Ghana who is from the Eastern region, Eastern part of the country, and then also from Ashanti region, because my mom is an Ashanti and my dad is a Krapem. So basically I went to school. I grew up in Kanishi. I was born inside Kanishi.
I see.
Grew up around the surroundings of Kanishi, which is Abusio, Kayama, Tariko, Awudome State, and that area, Bubuashi.
I see.
So, you know, that's where I grew up. Growing up in school, you know, I like entertainment a lot.
Right.
You know, and my area, we used to have a lot of these recreational centers, like Magazine is around. That's where we do a lot of concerts and a lot of outdoors and funerals. Magazine is around my neighborhood. Jamboree is around my neighborhood. Babysitting is around my neighborhood. Wings is around my neighborhood. I mean, this places are places where we play jams. You know, like Vin Lagoon is around my neighborhood. And we have a lot of this back in the days. Sound systems like Skyhorse, Willie Cheese sounds, Mech sounds. All these people are in my neighborhood. So I grew up, you know, getting familiar with music and all that. So basically, growing up, that's where the inspiration came from. I see. Went to school at Kanishi West 2 GSS. It's a government school. I went to Saito. So from there, I went to Nifa Secondary School due to some bad movements. From Nifa Secondary, I was suspended, and then I went to Accra ATTC.
I see.
And then from there, I graduated to Ghana Hip Life School.
I see. The Ghana Hip Life School. Tell me about your music career. You know, those days you didn't have YouTube, there was no Facebook, there was no Instagram. And people were, you know, I would have been so scared in the day that, look, Mekwa Koyena and Koye hit. Then you know, and then it will be a big deal. But all of you, you know, you became extremely popular in the day without even the help of the internet.
Yeah, well, I don't know how we did it, but it took a lot of hard work, determination, passion, and focus. Because around that time, internet was not around. And to even get your music played on GBC Radio was
a big deal.
It was a big deal.
You didn't have all of these radio stations.
No. And to go to a national radio station. Hey, that's like, or go to your videos being played on GTV. That's like off the hook. That's like you're a superstar. You know what I mean? And then all your story comes in a graphic or Times or Spectator. PMP. What? Then you're like the star. You know what I mean? So when we were growing up, actually, we were not looking at making money, but we were like suffering. We were like the revolutionaries. We were trying to bring out sacrifice our time, everything to make sure the urban music stays, and we thank God that it's been there till now. Right. You know, because it saved most of Ghanaian musicians. Because when we're coming, High Life was not really like on point. It was like going down.
Was going down. You needed some new spark.
And on the High Life, we had categories till the last one was the
contemporary High Life.
Yeah, which is the contemporary High Life, which is from Burger High Life. So from there, we realized that no, the youth were not getting anything. All we hear or we enjoy is foreign music from Tupac, Biggies, and all that. So we started with the rap thing around 1992, 93. We're going to intercourse and going to inter-schools, Gunsa festivals
and all of that.
Yes, we were doing most. It wasn't too much in funeral, but it was more like school thing. When you're a rapper, it's more like a school thing. We go to Gunsa, Kid Affairs, Fan World, Pan Affairs, all those festivals, and we were exhibiting our skills. So I used to leave school from Easton, go to Oga School to kill the stage. Make sure I tour schools, so people that knows me, if they can call, they will testify. In Easton, I just mash up the whole place. So I took my name in Easton, go to Cape, take my name there, go to Ashanti, take my name, go to Western, take my name, and then when we vacate, these people come home with my name. And that was where we were building the fan base from back then. It was from
that was a lot of legwork, eh?
A lot.
Because today you can sit in your studio, record and put the music out there. You don't even have to go anywhere. And people know about it.
Yeah. So we did a lot of work. We travel. We give thanks to God that we never encounter any accident. We move from places, dawn, night, walk. And road system was not like this time. It was like off. We moved in bushes and all that. And we passed through a lot.
Charlie,
we suffered.
So how did you become big? What was the turning point for you? You became extremely big.
A lot of things came on my way to block me, but with determination and focus, I realized that no, this is what I want. That was the only dream. That if I close my eyes, I see myself in front of a lot of people performing or doing music all the time. So we kept going. Nothing kept us back. I mean, we were moving until one day there was a show at Kaneshie Sports Complex.
Okay.
It was a big show, and it was an international show. There was this Ghanaian-based musician in the UK called Atentemben, and she was coming down, and she was like big that time, and they needed people to start the program for her
warm up
the
so
crowd.
You were actually
I wasn't even part of the show. I needed to go to that show so bad that I have to go there early in the morning, help people fix the machines, the stage,
clean the
place, carry speakers so that I will be able to get inside. I wasn't even on the show.
I see.
Yeah, around that time I remember Reggie was one of the people opening the show. They were the Deadabes was more. Most of the Deadabes was on the show, like Eddie Blaze and that's NFLs, those boys, they were linked to the show more, so they were on the show, but I wasn't on the show because media not couple on nobody even want to talk to me. So I have to find my way to get in there. I was there, I fixed everything, I helped them fix everything, and I moved home, which was the biggest mistake I was not supposed to do. I went home just to go freshen up
and come back,
go do some laboros, get some go do some laboros, get my friends some shoes to flex. Those days you see somebody rocking your shoe, the next week you do and the girls like that. And you see the girls too, they change clothes and those laboro thing. So from home I got to the premises so late. I didn't go there early, so when I got there, gate was closed.
Oh no!
And there was a long queue. People were paying money to enter, and I didn't have money that time. What will I do? So I just decided that no, this thing would, no matter what, I have to enter this show. So I went. Kaneshie Sports Complex is where I train. I do my I used to do karate there and stuff that. So I know all the connects. I can pass underground and come out at a circle. I know where to pass underground and come out at industrial area and all that. They have some underground routes at Kaneshie Complex. So I went back there and then I jumped the wall. There's a short wall there, but to land is very tall. Where you jump is very short.
When you climb it's short.
But when you jump you land. So I went to that place and I jumped the wall. I was coming like that. As I dropped, I got kicked, boot slap. There was policemen guarding all the. I didn't know. There was Panther unit, that was a striking force. So I got beat up big time. I was hit with a gun at the back of the gun. There's a mark on my face, if you can see it here. I got busted with a gun. The back of the gun. That time, you see that their long gun with a knife in front of those Panther unit, the striking force time. They beat me up. I wasn't crying, and when people pass and they see that they are beating me up, nobody says good thing about me because the stubborn thing they inside, they know, hey, nobody was speaking any good thing about me. So the policeman was like not even giving me mercy cry. So they told me to kneel down, and they asked me why I jumped the thing. I said, I'm part of the people who came to arrange the thing, and I'm part of the music. And I came late, and the police said, "Do you have to jump? Do you have to jump? Kneel down." So one was standing there looking at me and then asked me, "Okay, then they will not watch the show because they are guiding the place. So if I'm part of them, I should entertain them. I should sing," and that was the breakthrough.
I see.
And then I started with some freestyles and things. I didn't even know where the freestyles was coming from.
It was spiritual.
I was rapping so much that everybody started paying attention to me. The policeman was even feeling bad for even beating me up. Everything they did was a freestyle. I was narrating it from beginning, and the crowd. I started seeing the crowd coming closer to where I was kneeling down. And they were coming, and all of a sudden I saw them plenty. So the promoter came and was like, what's going on here? He wanted to check out. So when he came, I was busting some serious rap, and everybody was like, oh, it's good. So they asked the producer if he knows me, the promoter. And then he said, yeah, he saw me around this morning.
He came to clean.
He didn't. I'm not part of the show. I'm just part of the spinners and the cleaners. And he said he jumped the wall, so we put him here. So the promoter was like, he's doing good. And nobody wanted to start the show because back then when you start show, they see you like
you had a joke.
Nobody wanted to start the show. Everybody wants to be the third or fourth person to come. So they asked me that the crowd is getting bored.
So
I should come and entertain them with blood all over me.
Oh, Charlie.
And I jump on the stage with the blood and everything.
Do you have pictures of that event?
I think no. That time pictures. You have to call a photographer to take those pictures. There's no phone to take pictures around that time. But I have a video of the show. You know. So when they call me up on the stage, I'm like, this is the time.
Yeah.
And everywhere I move around, I have TDK or SKC cassette in my pocket, full of instrumentals.
Okay.
So I had this cassette, and then I gave it to the spinner to put it inside, and the spinner did well so much that he tuned everything, set it where I needed the beats and everything non-stop. I just climbed the stage. That was where Davime the Cuckoo came up. I bust a rapper to extend that it got to a point where Rapnasa. And I didn't know what to do. So I have this rhyme in my head, and I was born into an airway house. I was born where Agbedefu. You know Agbedefu? Agbedefu concept.
I know them. They roam around there a lot of them.
His wife was the one that sells cocoa in front of my house. She understands Tree and every language, but she will never speak. She only speaks Ewe. So if you go there and you want to buy cocoa and you want to go fast, you have to speak Ewe. If you come and you be like, Pachometo cocoa,
she don't go mind.
She don't go mind you. She go just look at you. And the cocoa was the ish around that time, the white one.
We call it kacha.
So you see, the only thing you hear there when you go closer to that place. Oh yes, Davima play cocoa, Davima play cocoa. You have to do that, otherwise you won't get saved. And that was what was rhyming in my head around that time. And that was what I brought. Davima the cocoa, me play cocoa, the color, and the fans was like, what?
If you do FSF,
hey. And then I switched to Chinese. I was like doing a lot of things on the stage, trying to keep the fans off the road. I rocked the stage to extent that people came to pick me up from the stage.
Whoa!
And right after my performance, there was light off. The light went out. So going to bring generators and all that, time was gone. So when they returned, they didn't have enough time for the other artists who was supposed to open the show. It was only they had time for Reggie. Reggie was the only person, and I think NFL. These two people opened the show, and then the big artists came. The rest, nobody was able to perform.
I see.
So it was the lucky. So that was where my breakthrough came in. Somebody came up to me. They were shooting the video for the show. So the boss of it came to me and gave me his card and said I should come for the copy of what I did, not to produce me. Come for the copy of what I did. So I went to his office, to his studios at Kanishi, and tried to go get the copy. And I saw my first time
Charlie on
a video on the screen performing, and hey, I was like, this one there. So I started becoming boy at the place.
I see.
Not or official boy, but I have to go there all the time. Then they'll be sending me, go and buy this. I'll be cleaning here to try to be a good boy by force. So through the good boy doings, and that's where my breakthrough came in. Let me big up Irene, Akoto, Bernard Ofori, and Asante. These three guys convinced the boss that this guy is good, because anytime we show that thing, people watch it around. They move the troop. They want to even buy the cassette of the what.
So that's why you got a manager.
So they introduced me to the boss, and then the boss said I should go and do it.
Have you told this story anywhere before?
Yes, some places.
I see.
But this is where I'm going deep.
Deep.
Because today a lot of people have to know me and know the reason why I am here. So they see where we struggle and started from.
I mean, that's a serious struggle. It is not a struggle like jealous at all.
No.
And you know, this is why sometimes you sit back and see people make it big, And you are thinking, challenge Kaminya and Kamiu. But you don't want to go through the process.
Oh, yeah, because it's in Ghana, it's so difficult when you start something or they start something on you. You know, people start disrespect those who fought hard to keep things going. And then later, those who come and enjoy will not even show respect. And it's everywhere, cut across everywhere, from politicians to everywhere, football, those people who struggled hard for the game to sustain. Now a lot of people disregard them, and it is very bad. So I say cherish the old and embrace the new, because definitely the new shall become old one day, and they will need to be cherished.
Let's talk about your biggest concert. What would you say was your biggest concert ever?
My biggest concert was I think that was I don't know, there was some show, I don't remember the name, but it was a governmental show.
Okay.
It was a governmental show at the trade fair, where we had Reggie and all those guys. Chicago was on it and all that. That time my beef had come down.
I see.
And there was
going to go into that.
There was some confrontations, and I was at home. I was supposed to be at the show earlier, but I did, because I was booked at a lot of places, and I had to fulfill all of them before going to that show. So I made late small.
I see.
Before getting there, I heard Reggie and Chicago came to murder me, diss me on stage and all that. But when I got there, the fans was crazy.
Yeah,
they were crazy. That show was the biggest show of my life, because I got there when I got there, the crowd was very angry because I was so late. So they were very angry and they were waiting for me. So anybody else that comes on stage gets stoned. They throw stones. They will. Now people do pack away. Back then you take stones and chaliwates and things. that's what you take from stage. If they don't like it, they throw stones at you. They put stone in
socks.
No socks. Pure water rubber there, pinning the pinning song. Then you see rubber coming, but it's not rubber, it's a stone. You see chaliwate flying, and people will leave their chaliwate there after I come last. And then they will come and take them. And that show, they were throwing stones and all those things up on the stage for people, and people like I remember Bradford even got hit with one of those things. And the crowd, you see Labadi be trade fair, the Zongos and everybody was on that show. So they called me to come, and I'm like, hey, I moved with Nana King.
I see.
Moved from Dansuma, drove all the way to trade fair. When I got there, the crowd was angry, and I had to keep the crowd calm. So when they called me, I got to the stage first. When I entered the stage, I realized, Charlie, stones and things was coming. how will I do this? So I just hid behind one of the speakers, because the speakers was on the stage like that. So I went to hide behind one.
Started talking.
That is where I started busting my rap behind the speaker. And sing myself. And then crowd started making the crowd feel good. Before, so I started hearing the fans, and I was doing big boss. Big boss back then was the ish.
I see.
And even up to now, people don't know. When you're a hip hop guy or a rapper, you need to know how to do big boss. Like some of those things. I was doing that behind the speaker, and they were like, even the DJ was like, I wasn't playing anything. So what is playing? I'm like, so everybody was like, wow. And then they started screaming.
I see.
The fans started coming. That's where I brought one leg up from the behind the speakers. I brought my leg out for them to see it first, and I brought one hand like that, because still I realized that no stones was coming. So before I know, so when I came out like that, the fans was like, and that show was off the hook.
I see.
That was like my biggest show. I remember it all the time.
I see.
Professionally, that was the show I did, and we played one in Canada too. It was a big show for me, but in Ghana, that was like that.
So you became a very big guy, and now I'm wondering, what's the biggest deal? Maybe endorsement, or say your gig. So the biggest endorsement or the deal I got was my second album, which is the Maba album. Okay. From Precise Music, because eventually he bought me my first car. I see. My first real car. The first one got me a car, but it was a Tico. Okay. And then this one got me a real car. You know what the car it is? No. Cadet. I see.
Oh,
that was a big deal.
Yeah, that was a big deal for a small boy like me, around 17, 18 years. Yeah. With a car. Back then, if you see a young boy driving, that's like his father's car.
Right.
And none of these hip life artists had a car at that time.
Right.
So for my first deal, I had a car, and everything is on point. I'm recording in one of the first digital studio, that is Ashanti International and Anakin Studio. Yeah. For the first time, my album was played on an MPC. I saw myself like, wow, I'm working with Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. So that my album, you see, that's why that album has some unique taste and a unique feel among all my albums. And it was crazy. That deal was the biggest.
So how many albums do you have to your credit now?
Yeah, I have 5 albums.
Right. And then your singles, your
singles,
like
plenty,
total.
Plenty. I can't count.
I see. Now let's talk about your rivalry with Chicago.
Yeah.
Before, so the other day I was telling my people that before Shatawale and Stonebwoy and Samini and Sarkodie and the kind of beefs we are seeing today were top beefs in the day. Yeah. And your beef with Chicago lasted for a very long time.
Yeah.
So tell us about your beef with Chicago.
Yeah.
What happened? Right, so for those who are listening on radio, you can go on our Facebook platform now. You see an image of
that's Chicago.
X DOE.
You see, I look nicer than him. You see, I'm even handsome than him. But
I'm sure that'll bring another fight.
Now we don't fight anymore. We squashed it, but we business wise we both very careful on how, because he strived on a business, because he got mad because he thought I wasn't giving him enough promotion. Enough, and then me too, I got mad because I thought he betrayed me. Because the people I was working with, which I brought him as a friend to be with me, I had a fracas with them, and they got mad, so they decided not to work with me again. Back then my heart was not good. So
those days we had so many rumors. Some say Moko Obahu and all of that.
Because they were working with me, and all of a sudden they said they can't work with me again because of some problem, which I won't even go there. So they got mad. I even begged them. I brought my parents to beg them. They didn't listen. So this is my first producer I was talking about.
I see.
So he said, okay, he can't work with me again, so I stopped going there. And then within 2-3 weeks, I saw Chicago working with them.
Oh.
And Chicago is supposed to be my friend.
I see.
And he even knows what's going down there. Back then, if it was now, I would have understood him and be like, okay, he also needed somebody to help him come out. His business. So, but back then I didn't see it that way. I saw like he betrayed me, and I got mad, and that was what started all the beef. And then he too said, when I get shows and I go to shows, I don't recognize him, and when I go to shows, I don't bring him along for people to even see him. So it was those two things that brought.
So what were some of the punchlines in some of the songs you gave him? Because I know Nipa Adia or Sayeyi, all of those.
He gave me punches, but I gave him one punch, and one punch brought a lot of punches, but his punches were weak.
I see.
Oh, weak. His punches was weak.
I see.
That was Nipa Crow Chicago rap numate, and yet drew Yonko Chrome who Omicron believe said Ayoka Ayo. Because he released the single when the people producing that was Badimia Wadeka. That song, when he dropped that one, 3 people bought it. Just 3 people.
I see.
Just 3 people bought it. That's his friend and himself and other guy
and his girlfriend. Chicago is on the line. He's listening to you.
Are you sure? I'm not sure.
He's on the line. Hey, I'm at Chicago. Hello, Chicago. Can you hear me? Hello, Chicago.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me loud and clear.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to the show.
Hello, Chicago. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you clear.
Right. I think you should pay attention to the mobile phone and not the television set, because that will give us some delayed feedback. So pay attention to the mobile phone. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you clear.
Great. Charlie, your man, they run him more for here. Anyway, special good morning going out to you and welcome. How did you guys know each other?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me, Chicago?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, how did you become friends with EX DOE? How did you know each other?
We met during an event at Kingsby Hotel inside Achimota, when there was a talent hunt where everybody, a lot of people who you've heard of now, like Obuo, Reggie Rockstone, and a few others were also on the bill. Like, it was a talent hunt.
Okay.
So, and that was where we met. And then EX DOE came with his group, Traditional Rulers. They were dressed in clothes without slippers, and they were wearing singlet like Ewes.
I see.
But I also came on the show, and then I rapped in Ewes. So after that, he came close and was like, he has a producer, he want to come out, and then he's coming out with an album. But the way I did the Ewes thing, he's doing something like Davi Medokuku, and because he's not an Ewe, I have to, like, he wants me on board so that we can do something different from like what Reggie did. Reggie has come already with how do you call it, with Tree Song, Ago and stuff.
Right.
So he wants something different. So like me with him on the song would have been wicked.
Right.
So he invited me to the studio. I jumped on, and I'm glad that out of 9-track album that he had on his first album, it was the Davi Medokuku that blew up the album.
I see.
To my advantage, so I could also grab, opportunities musically.
Right.
That's how we met.
Right. Now, you guys had a very long-standing rivalry, and those days when you mention EX DOE, you mention Chicago because you know that these are the two people who are fighting in the country. They were fighting in their songs. You hear the song, and then there is another beef. And I was telling my people that, look, before the Shatawale and Stoneboy and all of these beefs you hear of today, Emirado and Obibini and all of that, was EX DOE and Chicago. Like, that was a big beef. What actually happened? Tell us your side of the story.
My side of the story, like I told you, I wanted somebody who could also like support me musically, so that I like the talent was there. So just like how now people have been roaming about with demos looking for producers, is just the same way. So I told him one-on-one, like I wanted through him people will hear of me. Like there's another artist down there called Chicago who even put me I put on my first album, and he did Davi Medokuku alongside with me and blah blah blah. But somewhere along the line, I was like listening to TV, watching television during one Anchor's interview with him, and he was like he did the song by himself, and then like he was.
Boss, that thing they lie. That thing they talk there, they lie. I never thought that.
Let him finish. Yeah, Chicago, go ahead.
He was collecting credits to his own self, like he did the song by himself. So the question is, I say if like you go interviews and things, make people know say Charlie from boy they way into they call out so it won't come out. But now they claim the glory all. So where comes Chicago?
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So it means that there was a betrayal on the way. And then I asked him why he did that. He said, this is music, and then I can't go and give you glory on TV and all of that. But at the end of the day, when you go to show interviews, you don't give me the glory or invite me up the stage. The next thing that I heard was him dissing me on Maba. But before Maba, me and him have been going to his producer's place at Kaneshi, Yakabam's production.
Right.
And then some of the workers like Bernard and Irene Akoto, like he was mentioning, all of them, like they knew my face now at the place, but there was some question mark that the people were pleading with me. If I come and talk about me and EX DOE issue, then the album was never coming out at all. So I should go back home, forget about the pain, whether he's talking about me, whether he's taking me to shows or not. I should forget about the pain. When the album comes out and they start promotion, then they will sit in for me and talk to the producer that the song that they are hearing, Davi Medokuku, it wasn't done by him alone, but there's some Chicago guy who came here some time ago that he's part of the song and he's not getting the glory, blah, blah, blah. That one, it's like the man will understand it and then resolve the issue rather than me coming in now, then the album won't come out. So I listened to them and I left. So when the album, they were promoting the album, the PRO, Fred Yama, who was the PRO for the project, came to me at where I was working, identification system, because I had finished Accra Academy, and then I was doing something, awaiting results.
Okay.
So when I was awaiting results, I got a call from Fred Yama that some people needed to do advert, that is Parry and Co, Status Tuna. They needed to do an advert with Davin Bedekuku. Right. But when they went to the studio and then they tried to see EX DOE, he couldn't do. So if I could come over to the studio and then do the song. So we went back to the same studio that we did Davin Bedekuku. And that was where we went to do the advert for Status Tuna.
Okay.
So when the Status Tuna went to copyright administration to how do you call it, to register the song like the advert, so that nobody come attacking them with copyright. They were held on like while that EX DOE is alive, he did a song. You don't go to see EX DOE for an advert, and you go and see somebody else, because they didn't know me in the picture at all.
Right.
Somebody else to come and do the advert. So they had to invite the producer, EX DOE himself, and me with Fred Yama, so we could go to copyright administration to let them justify what it's worth, why somebody has to use EX DOE's song to do an advert for Parry and Co. So that was where copyright administration even got to know that I was part of the song, because he himself was not telling nobody what. I mean, in terms of the barter trade, that I'm not taking any cut for the song, but then I want you to promote me, hype me, so I could get to the limelight.
Right.
So this time around, when we went to copyright listened to the story and they were like, wow, all of this time sales, then it means that this guy also needs to get some royalty, a little bit royalty out of the project that you are doing. So by then it used to be like 3 CDs. So they were giving him 2 CDs and I was taking 1 CD. I didn't know my brother wasn't happy about that. So when he left the record label, care of some misunderstanding between them, and his first record deal with Agbenu was when he recorded Maba to Disney. And I was expecting appreciation rather than to be this.
Rather than this. Yeah. I understand you.
What to talk or maybe true. What to talk or plenty talks.
If I see between you and Chicago, I can say you be the troublesome one, pa.
Me? Yeah. I'm not a troublesome one. See, everybody, you see, when you don't keep quiet and you speak your mind, people say you are the troublesome one. But it's not like that. You see, but how is the relationship now? Let me ask you, because he's on the line and he'll pull off soon. Let me just ask him, then I come back to you. Chicago. So what's the relationship now? There is a concert coming up on Saturday. You are aware of that?
Yeah, I know. I've been seeing it on Facebook, Insta, and all of that. I've been seeing the hype. Yeah.
Oh, so EX DOE has not invited you for the concert?
No. You know, this guy is always scared of me when it comes to stage performance, and then when it comes to clash. So you know, whether he likes it or not, it's like cocoa porridge and then how do you call it, coffee. You can't go without it. No,
Chicago. You say me what? I fear you.
Yeah, you are scared of him because of his stage performance.
Oh, yeah,
and that is why. So why didn't you invite him for this event?
Look, this event.
I ask you again if he's not scared of me.
Yeah. If not for the fact that you're scared of him.
Look, I'm looking at people who can stand and rock shoulders with me. Okay, Chicago, I know his strength. His strength is okay, but the kind of thing I want to do, I don't think he's...
That is why he didn't invite him. And it's not because you are scared of him.
No, how can I be scared of Chicago? No, I'm not scared of Chicago. No, come on, man. Since when? But you guys had a beef, and if you have a good relationship now, the expectation is that this is like a back in the day concert. We are bringing back the love. We are bringing back, and so one would have expected that you invite him for the concert. You see, I know his strength, and I'm bringing artists that I think they can rock shoulders with me.
So he can rock shoulders with you?
You see, he does shows, but this show particularly is for me to exhibit.
You don't have any better excuses, though.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah. I'm not feeling the excuse.
No, I'm telling you, that's the excuse. Like, he's supposed to...
Because he just threw you a punchline that you are scared of him, and that you are scared that he'll come and mash up the place.
Now,
how can you walk without your shadow?
Yeah.
Oh, so you think you are my shadow? If you continue with this interview to get to a different level, that it will be this thing.
I mean, what is the worst you can do? Like to release another song and listen, or what?
You see, it's so unfortunate that the time and everything. Like I will tell him to come on the stage if he likes. He should come on the stage. Just me and him 1-on-1.
Rap battle.
He should come.
Chicago. In fact, this is a battle I'll sponsor myself. Chicago, would you be willing to come on the stage?
He has been proposing this thing way back every time, and he keeps losing.
Oh, yeah, they lose.
He has been proposing this every time, and every time he keeps losing.
I see.
Ask everybody in Ghana, me and you, both of us, when we start on stage. Ask anybody. If I let people call in. And
anyway,
see
we'll see what we can do about that. I'll talk to the organizers of the show. I'll talk to the producers of the show, and we'll see what we can do about this. Chicago, what will be your final words? What will be your concluding words?
Yes. So if once when I'm working, people call me EX DOE, and when he's working once a while, he complains to me, Charlie. People they call me Chicago.
Yeah, that's not surprising. Yeah,
so you see that connection. Yeah. How can you mention the big six without mentioning Kwame Nkrumah?
Yeah.
How can you mention
who is the Kwame Nkrumah here?
He claims he's the Kwame Nkrumah.
You are supporting Chicago.
No. I am because he is claiming. Okay.
All what I'm saying is that. Yeah. All what I'm saying is that. You can, when the genesis of hip life, you can mention some few names like Reggie Rockstone, Achiami, and a few more, TikTok and co. But you can't mention without mentioning EX DOE and then Chicago. Right. I hope you understand.
Right.
So if there's a big event that involves these names, like a legendary artist that names have been mentioned, and then you don't get to hear Chicago, then it's like
there's some deliberate. There's some deliberate.
Whether I'm invited or not, I want to tell EX DOE and then his part that Afro Entertainment will be on the stage to let them know where we come from way back.
Chicago, I want to invite you for the show. Would that be okay with you? I because I want to relive the moment of that rap battle. Those days I was just listening to it on cassette. I want to invite you personally on my personal account. I want to invite you for this show. I'll speak to you after the show and then we arrange. I want you to come and demonstrate your punchlines as you have demonstrated on cassette. We want to see Philly.
My management is holding things back though, but I'll make sure I make them understand why I have to be on that stage.
I'll appreciate that.
Chronic, Achiami and the way we used to make it happen way back.
I'll appreciate that. Chicago, have a nice day. As though you have something to tell him?
Yeah, you see, for this reason, for records, myself, I will go and pick him to bring.
Okay, that would be great.
So that we will squash this thing once and for all. On this particular stage. This is Afrosamba.
Yeah.
And it's a concert. It's not a show.
Yeah.
It's a concert.
Yeah.
It's something big
that
we are doing. So myself, I will go and pick him myself and bring him to the show. And that day, you guys will see something.
Thank you. I mean, this is what I want to see. Chicago, please do have a nice day. I'll see you on Saturday. All right?
Yeah, you have a nice day too.
Great,
Thanks for having me.
Great, my brother. Charlie, he say you the fear. Yeah, he say you the fear. That boy, if you go shows, they invite him.
No, you see, it's not like when I go to my strength is on the stage. That's where I exhibit all my skills. So anytime I go to stage, I like people who can also rock the party like me.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like coming to do one song and you're just gone and rapping some. He's good, but for performance, I don't think it matches to.
Tell us about the Saturday show. Why are we going to do this show in the first place?
So now Chicago has made me. the thing has come. Okay, so fast forwarding, Afrosamba Cherish concert is a concert that we are doing to cherish the old, like I said.
Right.
And also bringing people that suffered for the game, but not be heard for a while or not seen on a stage for a while, together and to perform, to bring this nostalgic feeling.
Yeah.
And I realized that it's not been done so many times in Ghana.
Right.
You know, sometimes you see one old artist with new artists, but this is a pure old school show.
Yeah.
Everybody on the stage has been there for over 20 years. So all these guys are coming together on a show for us to cherish our fans and the fans to cherish us,
right?
So that we are not dead, we are still young. Look at me, look at Chicago, look at
except that you guys started early.
We started too early. Around 17 years I have had my first record deal, and it is very, 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 very nice that we put together this event, which is brought to you by Elevento and Infinity Records, you see, and Zylofon Media. So these three companies came together to decide that, okay, this is what we want to do, to bring up this event. And so the event is basically about bringing back the old people, the legends. If I say old, where it might be old in time, but
not in age, of course.
So bringing all these pioneers and the legends together on one stage to perform songs you've heard for long, or songs you've seen being performed for long. You know, so that's what we did to come on board to bring this show. So Afrosamba Cherish concert is all about taking you back to memory lane to have such a nostalgic feeling.
And I mean, I know the songs very well that they'll be here to sing along.
And
it's going to be a live band.
It's a live band, because
now tell me the names on the list. You know, Joe Fraser, Okonfo Kwade. You know, Okonfo Kwade, Charlie. That's another bad name. No, trust me. This guy paid his dues.
He's paid.
And you have a Chami Kwame who's refusing to grow. You know, and you have TikTok, the Philomena hit maker. I mean, he did one of the biggest collaborations on the continent with Tatula.
He was the first one, the ambassador to link Ghana and Nigeria when it comes to music.
I believe that.
So now you see a lot of people featuring the video. Burna Boy. It was started by TikTok a long time ago. And Ghana music was booming in Nigeria in the 90s, in early 2000s with VIP and TikTok and other artists, and it was big. So bringing these guys together is some kind of special thing. You cannot miss it. You know, bringing them together, I feel like I'm 16 again right now, going to do this show. I'm remembering how we used to do it on stage back then in the 90s, a stadium complex, you know, Christ the King Hall, you know, doing it in Independence Square, Children's Park, National Theatre, all those places. You know, I'm just I'm feeling that, and that's the kind of thing I'm feeling. And I'm so happy that all these artists know how to play live. Because performance is all about live. We were rappers, but understand that we merge rap music with high life music.
So they became hip life.
So it's like a lot of rhythms here are like hip life, like high life. You get high life feel inside with the rap, and then you hear the bubu inside with. And the band I'm bringing on board to play this trip is called the White Band. They've been playing for me for a long time, all the time, and they are off the hook. The White Band featuring Lion. Lion is one guy who can sing about 2 million songs worldwide. and that guy will rock this stage. That guy will rock this stage. I tell you. He's going to rock us out.
He's like a backing vocalist?
No, he's a lead vocalist with my band. Anywhere I go to perform, I bring him along. So before I perform, he rock the party for me.
And he said he can sing 2 million songs.
More than 2 million songs. He can sing and sing, I feel good. So for old school songs, forget it. He's because I know myself, I picked him. So he's learned all those songs, and he's coming. So the band is rest assured, and the artists are all super legends. Taking it from Ochame Kwame, he's from Achame. You know, with
from the group.
Possibly maybe surprise artists, like I said. Some artists will come that they are not on the bill. So he's from Achame. He's from the Genesis, and they were the ambassadors bringing Kumasi to the world. And Achame, Lord Kenya, Joe Fraser. And Kwade came in the 2000s. The reason why I brought him is because 2000 from now is like almost 20 years.
Of course.
So he's
21 years actually.
So he's part of us. So that's where I brought him. So they are representing Kumasi. this Achiame, Lord Kenya, Joe Fraser.
Yeah.
They are representing Kumasi on this show.
I see.
You know what I mean? And then I brought Tic Tac. You see what I mean? I brought Aketichie.
Yeah.
And then I brought Sasquad, TH for Kwaji. Sasquad is the Beth group. And then they broke out to become TH for Kwaji.
Yeah, and you have Fifi Sela.
I have Fifi Sela. Now Fifi Sela is Excellency.
Yeah.
But he represents all of them.
Yeah.
So he will be
I know I want a taxi driver. I remember Charlie.
So you remember that song?
TH for Kwaji. Charlie.
So they are coming. They also coming, and they are representing the Western region. You know, and me myself and Tick is representing Greater Accra, because Tic Tac is big.
Yeah, of course.
Even up to now, it's still big.
Yeah.
Even some of us, we're not actively doing releasing songs, just performance. We're doing performance. We're traveling and trekking.
Yeah.
You know, but Tic Tac is still doing it big.
Yeah.
Ochiame Kwame is still doing
and he started this you know, the rap tongue twisting
he was
thing.
more into Basta Rhyme.
The Basta Rhyme style. Philomena Petting, Philomena Petting.
I can really tell you bought a lot of
cassettes. Enzo cassettes.
You know,
and those days I had my speaker, you know, the speaker, you just have the empty speaker and you must put it on a pot
so that you
give the bass. Sometimes you push it under your bed to give you the sound. Charlie,
we were lucky we were using Walkman.
Me, I couldn't afford Walkman.
You were in Accra. The place you are Walkman is more like
it's like luxury.
You know what I mean? So then the show is going to be a show with class of classic artists.
Yeah.
Some of them are still active, like me, like that. I'm still active, but performance.
Right.
I don't release a lot of songs, but I know after this song, I'll release more songs.
Right.
You know, because I'm taking inspiration from Tic Tac and Ochiame Kwame.
Yeah.
They don't want to rest. Reggie
you don't have to rest if you have the talent.
Is part of it. He's doing that. It's unfortunate. He might be on the show as a guest, you know. So we are just working on that because we can't bring everybody on board for the first time. So eventually we are trying to do this twice a year or once a year. So we are still talking on that. So basically that's what about it. So I will leave it for so
we have the marketing manager here. Quickly tell us, how do we get tickets for the event? And what are some of the packages available? Because I hear first ladies who come in before 9 p.m. it is free for them.
It's free for
tell us more.
So this is coming from our superstar legend stars, and they want to give back to their fans. They want to give back to the newbies, the young fans, and then the old fans put together. So they are saying that, hey, ladies, if you want to come for this event, if you show up before 8 or 9 p.m., you are not going to pay for the ticket.
Right.
All right. And so they want you to come and enjoy, come and enter the vibe and enjoy what's going on. All right. And they're also saying that, listen, first 20 to show up at the event,
you get 50%
discount on the ticket. You know, so the thing is, this concert is a very special one, and they want everybody to enjoy. This is one of the first of its kind that we are doing this year, or the past even 5 years. And they want it to be special. They want it to be like a giveaway or giving back to the society all the sacrifice and all the joy and love that they've shared with all of us. So people who are in transit or tourists who are in town, this is the event you should be in. You know, some people have traveled and for many years they've not been to Ghana, but for the first time they want to show up and they want to have fun, and this is what they should come and have fun at, and to experience the oldies, the 90s, and how music was when we were all young and kids and we were using Walkmans and you know, and all those things, recording music on the cassettes and all that. Let's relive the moment with these legends, you know. So basically that's it. It's coming off.
Right. Are we buying the tickets?
Yes, so tickets will be at the gate.
Okay.
And so you can also call the number that will be on TV if you want to pre-order your tickets so that you can reserve it. Currently we have the VIP fully booked, and so just rush in and get the regular and secure your seat, secure your space, you know, for this historic event.
Right.
You know, so we're encouraging you to call now. call now and book your tickets, or otherwise you can buy at the gate. Just be sure you come early so you can enjoy a lot of benefits and goodies that will be given.
Alternatively, we can dial star 713 star 33 star 80 hash. All right, so let me repeat that for our listeners. So you can just dial star 713 star 33 star 80 hash. All right, if you're listening to me, pick a pen and paper. Let's do that again. Star 713 star 33 star 80 hash, and then you can buy the ticket, or you can download the City Loop app, and then you can buy your ticket from there. So today you want us to give away 10 tickets. I see.
So this
as though you are sponsoring 10 tickets.
Yes, of course, because I mean, we need people to come, and we think that this show shouldn't block people. I mean,
shouldn't deprive people from
coming. So I decided, as part of my side,
your own contribution,
I've bought 10 tickets for people out there, so some of them can call in and get the tickets.
So we are going to activate the phone lines in a short while now, and then you can call in, and you can buy a ticket. When you came in, you told me you love this show.
I love it.
Tell me about it.
Because it's one of a kind. It's not just normal political morning show that you wake up and then they be talking plenty. So when I watch you every morning at my house, in my hall, I feel relaxed. I don't know if it's the English, but I don't know, because the three stations sometimes it gets annoyed when the people gets to, but the way people conduct your stuff, you don't stay one side. I've heard you fighting with Elom. Sometimes when you go on board, sometimes you'll be defending NDC and then you'll be defending MPP. Sometimes you turn around and you'll be defending MPP anywhere. And that is the thing. You speak the thing, the fact. It's not like you are one-sided. So all the time, people can take things from statecraft, and statecraft is, I just love the statecraft.
Thank you.
It's not like some political money, and you just don't ask questions that are obvious. You ask questions which are not being asked, and that's the most important questions. I sometimes feel like politicians pay people to ask them some kind of questions, so they can talk more and do their propaganda. But you don't find that here. I don't find that here.
Nice one.
You ask questions that would trigger them to come. So Stagecraft, I'm so happy. When he asked me that I chose this show, I said I want to be on this show for the interview, because I feel like my fans are watching and listening to this show. Because early in the morning, that's what people listen. And it's Stagecraft. So Charlie, big up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, this is a very refreshing word. And we'll continue to do our best. So we'll go on to the telephone now. You can join us 0266-660-735. Tell us what you think about EX DOE. Maybe you might want to tell us about some song title you have about him, and then we can give you a free ticket. So we are giving the first 10 callers would receive a ticket right away. I have my very first caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from, sir?
My name is Perry. I'm calling from Nungua.
All right. I will need your full name to be able to recover your ticket. So tell me, what's the full name?
Perry Adam Mufat.
Okay. All right. So, Perry, tell me, what's your favorite song from EX DOE?
You know what? Tell the group that till now, today, in fact, till last night, I keep banging their bread.
I see. From yesterday.
From EX DOE. Almost every night. I have a collection of between him and the last king is bad.
Nice one. Nice one.
I love that song. Every night I have it in my car, the bass, my friends ask me, Charlie, but you the other time, all this old hip shit.
I see. I see.
So and let me compliment this. Then this song was inspired by Ochiami Kofi.
I see.
He inspired me with this song. We talked about the song, and then he gave me the inspiration, and then I
So Perry, I hope to see you at the concert. You have just won a free ticket for yourself, and thanks for the love you have for EX DOE, and we'll see you here on Saturday. Is that okay?
Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm not going to have any information as to where I can get it.
Yeah, you can pick it up from here, but I'll give you a number. The number on the flyer, you can just call 0246. So for those of you who are calling, just take note of this number. When you win, you can just call this number and pick up your ticket. 0246 770 686. So I repeat the number: 0246 770 686. If you call and you win the ticket, this is the number you can call and pick up the ticket. All right, when I'm done with all the calls, I'll repeat the number for you. Thank you so much, my brother, for calling. We have some other callers on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Netuga.
Hey, Amidu from Asamankes Bibiaboko Minia. Nice one. Nice one.
I enjoyed the interview. No? My enjoy na me EX DOE not voice na it no time I am kolano. That voice not down.
Charlie.
And I wish some na I walk on yebra penny or family and temuna. It's still talking good about him and this our mentors form major part of the work, and so if you see some things like this between them, it makes us also feel good.
Nice one.
Some unity being embra or muntemna and reflected in our life.
Nice one.
Nice
one. I mean now unimes do nyumbia unim ni nyumbi bakope
as do mapa
that thing is not cut out, but a lot of people say it in their own.
Tell us what
say something say
all right, so Amidu, congratulations. So what was the word there? That munjanin kote. Yeah. That's true. I have another caller, the third caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from, sir?
Okay, my name is Nene. I'm calling from Kashima.
Nene what? Because of the ticket. Nene Sika.
Yes.
Okay, I don't want anyone to come and pick your ticket too. All right, so Nene, yes, tell us, what's your memory of EX DOE?
Okay, those times we were very young, and then anytime I hear rap, I feel like yes, they are feeling some very good rap music here in Ghana.
I see.
When I see him and then I see him speak, very eloquent, very intelligent. I say yes, EX DOE is still alive.
Nice one. Nice one. What's